France bid a solemn farewell to Jacques Chirac on Monday, with a military honour guard and the arrival of scores of current and past world leaders. The former president has been lying in state at the Hôtel des Invalides in central Paris for 2 days, with thousands queuing up to pay tribute. On Monday, his coffin was carried into the building's courtyard by 10 members of France's elite Republican Guard. A sombre-looking President Emmanuel Macron stood over the casket and bowed his head. To the sound of Chopin's funeral march, the statesman was then loaded onto a hearse for the procession to Saint-Sulpice Church. There, 2,000 family members and dignitaries gathered for a funeral service. Among them, Russian President Vladimir Putin and former US President Bill Clinton. But away from the pomp and ceremony, French people have found another way to honour Chirac, through one of his favourite foods. At Le Père Claude in Paris, customer Alexis is trying calf's head, or tête de veau, for the first time.
En commémoration de la mémoire de Jacques Chirac.
In memory of Jacques Chirac, I follow the trend by having this dish.
Je sais même plus quoi dire à la caméra.
It's not a typical texture, moist, with a bit of fat.
Avec un peu de gras.
Chirac, who served as president for 12 years, was known for his common touch and love of regional cuisine. Some farmers dubbed him the ambassador of tête de veau. It was at this restaurant that Chirac celebrated his 2002 re-election victory. Owner Claude Perraudin says he's been in danger of selling out of calf's head. And he also laments that politicians today have become too straight-laced.
Sometimes Chirac would have a little pastis with a mint syrup or a Corona beer. Now the politicians who come here order roast chicken and a glass of water. Just water. Nowadays, no one drinks wine anymore. It's sad how it's become.
Chirac is feted by many French people for asserting the country's role on the global stage.
L'Irak ne représente pas aujourd'hui.
And for his opposition to the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Even his conviction after he left office for misusing public funds did little to tarnish his image. Chirac was buried at the Montparnasse Cemetery in Paris, in a plot next to his daughter, who died in 2016.